Hi, my name's Kayla Green, and today I'll be talking to you guys about drunk driving. Today my audience is Tori, KJ, Reno, Misty, Lucy at the camera, and Alonzo. So first off, there are 41% fatal car accidents that have alcohol involved with them. There are nearly 10,000 drunk drivers a year, and that involves deaths. This is interesting because drunk driving accidents take up almost half of all combined accidents in the United States. A lot of drunk driving accidents happen with young drivers, so people like college students. Leaving house parties with your intoxicated friend who is the driver instead of leaving with someone who should have been a designated driver in the first place. 1 in every 5 college students admit to drinking and driving, and 40% of college students admitted to getting in the car with the driver under the influence. And just this last year, there were 2.1 million students between the ages of 18 and 24 who drove under the influence. The statistics are not all that big, but it can result in some big punishments for college students. 5% of students get involved with the police or campus police within their 4 years of college. So things like getting a minor in possession or getting a DUI for getting caught with alcohol. Prevention for these college students, there's things like at New Mexico State, there's the Crimson Cab, which is basically just a cab that you can call that can come and pick you up at any time of the day, and they will pick you up at night from any location. They can take you home, they can take you to another place if you want to go to another place. There are also things like Uber, where you can pay the driver by the amount of time that you're with him to take you somewhere. Some more prevention that you can do is when you're with someone that is intoxicated, you don't want to be confrontational with them because they are drunk and they take everything to offense. You could suggest other ways that they get home. At the beginning of the night, you should take their keys away from them just in case they get out of your sight or something and they happen to start driving their car and you officially have lost them. You need to talk slower to them and more clear because you have to remember that they are impaired and they don't really understand big words or anything like that. But if you're by yourself, make sure you have a plan. Maybe ask the bartender or something for like a cab to come and pick you up. That would be great. And the effects when you're driving, you have slower reaction time. Alcohol slows your reflexes, and the camera's not going. Alcohol slows your reflexes, and yeah, so it slows your reflexes down. You can't react as fast enough to change in situations when you're driving. Like if a car were to come, you wouldn't be able to react away. Your vision, you have slow eye muscle function, and this just basically alters the movement and alters visual perception, which causes you to possibly have blurred vision. You can't track things as easily as someone who is not impaired. You can't visualize other cars on their position on the road. You can't visualize road signs, the center line, things like that. And You have reduced eye, hand, and foot coordination. So you're basically not balanced or anything when you're walking around. And alcohol gets rid of your ability to make rational decisions for things. So some of the drinking laws that there are, you obviously have to be 21 to have alcohol in your system legally. That was a law created in the 1980s. Drinking laws are different within all states throughout the United States. There have been 20 states that have made interlocks mandatory for drunk drivers. And interlocks are basically, when you get a DUI, they put a little system in your car and you have to breathe into it, I guess, in order to actually drive your cars to make sure that you aren't impaired or anything. So 20 states have those in the United States, and there are 4 counties within California that have them. There's a set drinking amount nationwide, and that is 0.8% blood alcohol level. For commercial drivers, meaning people like truck drivers, they have a 0.4% blood concentration level. Females versus males. Males are more likely to become or to drink and drive other than females. In 2010, there were 4 out of 5 drinking and driving accidents. 4 out of 5 of them were male drivers. So that just goes to show that girls, I guess, have a better tolerance level and know what to do. So, in conclusion, you basically should not drink and drive. It's against the law. You're all college students. Just don't do it. And I wanted to show you a picture of an accident of drinking and driving. Just pass it around. So that's a picture of an accident where they were drinking and driving and they ran into one of the side railings on a freeway. I don't know what happened to them, but I'm sure it was bad. So just stop drinking and that won't happen to you. Yeah, girl.